Very similar, yes.
Very, very.
The drum is alive.
Ah, yes.
It's a living entity. It speaks to us, yes. And when we want to get healed, as long as we approach it in a good way and leave our ego and pride to the side, you know, there's a lot of different ways you can get healed, and this is one of the modalities that Native American used to get healed, in a sense, from anxiety, stress, frustration during our normal walk in life here on Mother Earth, yes.
I love that. Becky, you sent me a poem, and it was called Being Indian. And I'm not going to read the whole thing, but there's some excerpts that I pulled for that, and you've mentioned some of this. And it says, being Indian is feeding anyone and everyone who comes to your door hungry with whatever you have. Being Indian is being broke all year long because you try to make it to every powwow, gathering, and ceremony. Loving fried bread and soup. Knowing history started before 1492. Losing your job after the grant ends. Being Indian is having people ask if they can touch your hair or take your picture or how long have you been growing your hair, and so on and so on. Being Indian is to be asked constantly if you still live in teepees or ride horses everywhere you go. Being Indian is worrying about diabetes, having more cousins than trees have leaves, singing 49 songs using a garbage can for a drum, having the strength to move your family at any given moment and making it. Being Indian is reading about your ancestors and relations in an anthropologist paper. Losing your job because you're different or think you're different. Being Indian is celebrating the buffalo hunt or the ripening of the corn. Indian days are the time of the year. Being Indian is not a part-time thing. It's all day, every day. Being Indian is pride. Being Indian is beautiful. Being Indian is forever.